Hello, word nerds. Welcome to the dictionary. My name is Spencer, and I am hosting this podcast for you, just for you. I'm not doing it for anybody else, but just little old you. Let's talk about the words. Okay, so we are finishing up the GE section and getting into gradually going through the rest of the letters in this section of the alphabet, getting up to the GH section, which is probably going to go on for not that long, actually. Shorter than I expected. And it looks like basically the equivalent of 2 episodes, give or take. Okay, let's talk about the first entry here in this episode, which is get up. Get up. One word. Get up. Noun from 1847. Number 1, the synonyms are outfit and costume. What's your get up? Do you put on a get up every day? Maybe you just put on a get up now and then, and the rest of what you're wearing is just normal stuff. But really, all of it. All of it is just our get up, our outfit, our costume, our drag, whatever we want to present to the world, that is what we are doing. But why is it get up? I don't know. There's no etymology. But first, before we even talk about that, we got to go to number 2, which is general composition or structure. What is a thing made out of? This paper, the get up of this paper is tree? Is that how I'm supposed to think of it? I don't know where this came from. Why are we using get up to talk about what you're wearing? What's your get up? I don't know. That's a funny one. Okay, now, my sound effect will be woo. Next, we have get up again, but this one is 2 words. This is a verb from the 14th century, starting with intransitive. 1A, to arise from bed. Get up. Every morning, I get up. What time do you get up? Is it easy for you to get up? Hard for you to get up? What are you wearing? What's your get up when you get up? Some people like, a whole sleeping pajamas costume with a hat and slippers. And some people like the 180-degree opposite of that, which is nothing. They like to wear nothing when they go to bed. And then, of course, most of us are probably somewhere in the middle. What's your get up when you're getting up out of bed? Next is 1B. To rise to one's feet. So maybe you are laying on the floor, maybe you're crouching down, maybe you're just sitting in a chair in the sky in a plane, and then you have to stand up and I gotta stretch, I gotta move. I've been sitting in this plane for 18 hours. I gotta get up. Get up. 1C. The synonyms are climb and ascend. Just go up some stairs. Get up there. That's get up the stairs now. Okay. Number 2. To go ahead or faster, and this is used in the imperative as a command, especially to driven animals. Maybe donkeys, mules, horses, ox, cows, chickens? Are chickens driven animals? They say, hey, get up. Get up. Is that what the cowboys say in the Old West, the olden times? Get up. Whoa. That's what they say. Transitive time, number 1. To make preparations for, the synonym is organize, as in, got up a party for the newcomers. Yeah, I don't know if this one tracks in my brain. Got up a party for the newcomers. Prepared, organized a party. That's all it is. But it's something I'm not used to. Got up a party. You know what? I think we should get up a party. And we should probably wear a get up when we are at the party. Everybody should be wearing a get up. And then when we shall have dancing, we will request that everybody get up to their feet while they're wearing a get up at a party we got up. Number 2, to arrange as to external appearance. The synonym is dress. To arrange as to external appearance. Something is not tracking. So this is literally the action of dressing, of putting on your get up. You're getting up your get up. Getting up your get up. Getting up your get up. Get up, get down. Number 3, to acquire a knowledge of. To acquire a knowledge of. So when you learn something, you got it up, you got up. Get up knowledge. The more you know. Number 4, to create in oneself. To create in oneself, to create it in yourself, in a side of you. What's the example? Cannot get up the courage to tell them. Okay. So yes, in this context, the thing you are creating courage in yourself. Are there other things that you get up inside of yourself other than courage? Get up courage seems like it's the only one. I think it's the only one. Get up some courage, get up some bravery, get up some common sense, get up some sleepiness. Okay, we are moving on to wow. Next we have get up and go. 4 words with hyphens. There's 4 different ways to pronounce this. Get up and go. You can say get or get. I obviously say get up. What is this one? Get up and go. Is that an M instead of the N for N? And get up and go with an M? Is that right? And then what's this one? Get up and, but what's the difference? Oh, get up and go with an NG sound instead. So the word and can be pronounced N, M, ing. Okay, noun from 1906. The synonyms are energy and drive. Do you have that get up and go inside of you to get up and go? Were you born with that? Did you need to learn it? Are you motivated? A lot of us, when we have to get up in the morning, we're like, I don't have the get up and go. I want the get down and sleep. That's what I like. Whoa. No more GET words. Now we have this word. It's one GEU word, which is pronounced geum. Geum. That's what I said. Noun from circa 1548. The synonym is avens? Avens. Well, I don't know what either one of these is. Let's go back all the way to here, page 85. Avens? Here we go. Here's avens. It's avens. That's, I guess, how you say it. Any of a genus. Oh, the genus is geum. Of perennial herbs of the rose family with white, purple, red, or yellow flowers. So, yep, geum is another word for avums, and it's just a Latin word. Doesn't say what it means. It's flowers, right? Perennial, what does it say? Flowers, herbs, colorful is what they are. Geum is colorful. Whoa! Next we have GEV, the only GEV entry, capital G, capital V. It's an abbreviation for giga electron volt. For some reason, giga and volt get to be capitalized, but electron doesn't? Why is that? Giga electron volt is GEV, and I guess we will probably see that entry down here in the future a little bit. Yes, we got a lot of gig words. Giga, there's giga stuff. Giga, ooh, are we even gonna see giga electron volt? No, we're not. So that's very sad, because it's not a synonym. That's just what it stands for. Ooh. Next is Gugo. Gugo. I would have wanted to pronounce this Gugaw, because it is spelled Gewgaw, but they say it is pronounced gewgaw. Gewgaw? Maybe it is gewgaw. With the O, what's that kind of O? Aw, yeah, gewgaw. It is also Geegaw, geegaw, or geegaw. So those are all fine. This is a noun from circa 1529. It is a showy trifle, and the synonyms are bauble and trinket. Just a fun little thing. Look at this little showy trifle I have. I call it a gewgaw. What do you call it? Well, I call it a geegaw. And number 3 person over there says I call it a geegaw. Just a showy trifle. The origin of this word is unknown. Nobody knows. So just some person somewhere in the world was like, what a beautiful showy trifle. I shall call it a gewgaw. Oh, funny words. Okay. Now we have a fun word that can be pronounced a few ways. And in fact, I think I've heard it pronounced another way that might not even be in this section. It is spelled. Let's start with the spelling. Gewurztraminer. The U, by the way, has the umlaut on it, and so you can pronounce this Gewurztraminer. This one? Let's be real specific. Gewurztraminer. Another way is Gewurt. The vert part is a little bit different. Gewurtstra is the options are stra and straw, I guess. And there's also Straminer, Gewurztraminer. And we were in Australia many years ago at a wine tasting, and they pronounced it, I believe, Gewurztraminer. Gewurztraminer. Their emphasis was all sorts of different from what we were used to. Gewurztraminer. That's a little bit how I'm more used to it. What is this word? Well, I gave you a little bit of a hint in my Australian story. This is a noun often capitalized from circa 1950. This is a light, dry Alsatian white wine with a spicy bouquet. Also, a similar wine made elsewhere. It's somewhere else. It's from another part of the world. It's different grapes. It's totally different, but it's similar. So we're also going to call it a Gewurztraminer. Okay, this word. We have to talk about the word, obviously. So it is German. It is a variety of grape. If you know enough about wine, you could probably figure that out based on the definition. It is from Gewürz, Gewurz, which means spice, and also Traminer, however the Germans want to pronounce that. Both of those words, by the way, the G and the T are capitalized. Traminer, that is a variety of grape. Which is from Tremin, which is Tormento, Italy. So it came from this area in Italy. It's the grape. The word, it is a variety of grape combined with another word. So is it literally just the Tremina grape with the word spice added to it? Spicy grape. Spicy grape, making my jelly spicy. Okay. Yeah, it's just two words combined. I mean, that's really what a lot of German words are. They're just this word and this word and this word combined to make one big word. Tremina grape. Yeah, when I type in that, it automatically wants to go to Gewurztraminer. I don't even know how they pronounce this at all. Yeah, it literally just takes us to Gewurztraminer. Gewurztraminer. Let's give a little bit more information. If you've never had one of these, maybe you should try it. It is a highly aromatic white wine grape with pinkish red skin, known for its intense floral and spicy aromas, often producing off-dry to sweet wines with high natural sugar and low acidity, originating from Italy. That's what it said. But famously grown in Alsace, France, even though the word is German, it thrives in cooler climates and pairs well with spicy Asian cuisine, rich poultry, and pungent cheeses. Maybe is Alsace, let's see, notable regions: Alsace, United States, Germany, New Zealand, Switzerland, Canada, Northeast Italy, Southern Australia, and I think I want to look up where Alsace is on the map, because maybe it is close to Germany. Yes, it is right on the border there in the like northeast section of France, and then Germany's just a hop, skip, and a jump over the border. So yes, as I have said many times, the language borders over there are all intermixed with each other, so it makes sense then it would be a German word for something in France. Something in France. All right, that is it for that word. Now let's move on to it's the word gay, spelled Gey. It is an adverb from 1796. It is chiefly Scottish, and it means very or quite. Like, oh, very much so. So they would be describing something as gay, that, done in a gay way, which is a very way. Oh, it's quite lovely. Your hair is looking gay lovely today. Is that how you would say it? In Scottish, with a Scottish accent? Scottish people, let me know. Give me some examples. It's an alternative of the word gay, Gay. The adverb of that? I mean, yeah, so, Ooh, yes, Scottish people, if you have more info on that, please tell me. Please tell me. I want to know. All right, moving on to it's the word. This one also has multiple pronunciations. It's either geyser. The British sometimes will say gazer, which actually matches the previous word that we just had, gay, spelled Gey. Also, let's see, for number 1, it could be geezer. And for number 2, it could also be geezer. Wait, it was a gee for number 1, and usually gee for number 2. So lots of different ways. I will jump ahead to the etymology. This is an Icelandic word. Not a lot of people know that, but I know it because I know everything. Also, I've been to Iceland and they told me. But it's their word, and I think that they pronounce it something like geysir or something along those lines. Icelandic people, hit me up. I know the whole country listens to this show. Okay, so I'm just going to say geyser because that's what I was brought up with. When I was a child, my parents say, you say geyser in this household. You don't say it the British way. You don't say it the Icelandic way. You say it the Midwest American way. Okay, let's see. This is a noun from 1780. There actually is more etymology, but I just wanted to tell you about the Icelandic part. It's funny, it just says ice to stand for Iceland. Okay, number 1, a spring that throws forth intermittent jets of heated water and steam. A spring, it throws forth water, it throws it up from its mouth, bursts out of the ground, shooting it high into the sky, and I think the definition could have been a little bit more specific. It is hot. This is not room temperature water. I believe it is steaming hot. So don't touch it, please, and thank you. Number 2, this is a British definition, so it's geezer maybe, or possibly gazer. This is an apparatus for heating water rapidly with a gas flame, and you might be using this for a bath. So, British people, do you use this? Have you used this? Is this old? Is this current? Should I just look up British geyser? Let's see. British, spelled Geyser. That's going to just want to take me to geysers in Britain. But yes, we do have here this. So let's see. In British English, geyser refers to both a natural erupting hot spring and commonly a gas-fired water heater in a home. And there's a picture. It's an ad for one of these. This is great. It's from, who knows what year this is from. It might say on here somewhere, but I can't see it. It's black and white. It's old. There is a photo of the machine, this hot water heater. Looks like it has a little hat on top. It's just a cylinder, really, with some tubes and things. It says, Ewart number 30 bath geyser provides a rapid flow of hot water. One hot bath may be drawn off immediately after another, and at a minimum cost, as gas is only burnt to heat the exact amount of water required. So this was maybe when houses did not have maybe a water heater for the whole house somewhere. They were like, my bath water's too cold. I want a hot bath. The outer casing is in white porcelain enamel with chrome or bronzed fittings. And so there's a photo of it on the right side, and then all that text and the company information is in the bottom half. And then in the top part, it says, a hot bath at the turn of the tap. And there is a drawing. It looks like maybe a gray, it's black and white gray, watercolor maybe of a bathtub, and the machine is sitting on the side, and there's a spigot. There's a spigot on the machine, on the geyser, and then there's some water in there, and there's steam coming out to show that it's really, really hot. And then there is a woman in a robe, and to make it very sultry and sexy to get people to buy their geyser, the part of the robe is over her shoulder. Ooh, we get to see some shoulder, and then also her leg. Her leg is poking out, and she's wearing high heels. Is that what people do? Do you wear high heels right before you take a bath? Sure. Yes, to show, sex sells. That is true. Yeah, that's all what it is. We got some old photos of these things. British people, do you still have these? Maybe in some houses they do. Okay, that was a fun tangent. Now, we must talk. So obviously that came from the original geysers shooting water out of the ground. So this is Icelandic, as I said, from their word geysir, Geysir, which is a hot spring in Iceland. And it is also from geisa, which means to rush forth. Also from the Old Norse, akin to the Old English gjotan, which means to pour. Well, that's interesting. Pour, maybe pour forth. There's more at the word found. And here's the other fun thing about this geysir in Iceland. I've been there. Not only did I go to Iceland, but I went to see the original. The first, it's not the first geyser, but it's the one that they're all named after. So that geyser is literally called, well, their word for geyser, geysir, or something like that. And that's what it's called. And then all the other geysers in the world were named after that one. So yeah, I was there. I was actually not feeling well when I was there, so I didn't really spend a lot of time looking at it, watching it, because I was having some, hernia problems, and that wasn't fun. But I got to see it, and that was fun. That was cool. Okay, moving on to... We now have, I guess it would be Geyserite, or maybe Geyserite or Geezerite, different versions, but it's Geyserite. We added ITE at the end. It's a noun from circa 1814. It is a variety of opal that is deposited around some hot springs and geysers in white or grayish concretions. So this must be a mineral wherever the water is underground. The water is grabbing the minerals off of these cave walls, probably. And when the pressure builds, it shoots it out, and then this geyserite is deposited around the area where the water is landing. Let's see, geyserite. Maybe we can see some pictures. Yeah, I mean, it hardens, and you can have this rock stuff. It forms when hot water dissolves silica from underlying rhyolitic rock and deposits it upon reaching the surface, often at a slow rate of 0.5 to 1 inch per century. It's pretty slow. So it takes it from one area and redeposits it somewhere else. The geyserite was like, I was fine over there. Why did you have to move me? I wasn't ready to move. Haven't packed my bags. All right. Ooh. No more GE words. Now we have G factor. G-factor. Noun from 1942. The synonym is, would this be gyromagnetic ratio? Well, we have to wait a very long time to get to that word. Gyromagnetic ratio is the G factor. Woo! Now we have G-force. G-force, noun from 1903. It is the force of gravity or acceleration on a body. And the example is pilots experiencing strong G-forces during takeoff. So it's when something is moving so fast that it's as if there is more gravity. It's like false gravity. Right now we have a gravity of 1 because we're on Earth, so whatever Earth's gravity is just considered 1. But when you get to G-force, well, I guess the G-forces is just the force of gravity, new gravity, fake gravity, accelerated gravity on the body. What do they call them? Well, there's Mach 1, Mach 2, Mach 3, but that's speed. What is the gravity version, the G-force version of that? You don't say, I guess it's just G's. How many G's? 1G, 2G, 3G. And so when you're spinning around in one of those machines, or those military planes taking off and flying super fast, especially when they go through a turn, they're experiencing a bunch of G's, and it has an effect on the body. And so they need to wear these pressurized suits so their bodies don't get real totally messed up. Just a little messed up. Sometimes they throw up. Sometimes they pass out. I do kind of want to go into one of those spinny things, see what I could handle. That would be kind of fun. There's those carnival things where it's spinning, so you experience a lot of G's there, a lot of G-forces, and I don't think I've ever done one of those carnival rides, and I think, why haven't I done one? That's very sad for me. I think we need to make this happen. Also, when they do the vomit comet, it's the plane that goes like up 45 degrees, sort of stays up there for a while, and they have like no gravity because of physics, and then they go down, and then as they're going down, then they're experiencing a lot of G's at that time. Or no, maybe it's when they're going up is when they experience the G's, and then when they're going down is when they're experiencing the no gravity. Okay, moving on to GH, all caps, abbreviation for growth hormone. Now we have gharial, Gharial. Gharial is a noun from circa 1809. It is a large, long-snouted crocodilian of India. And the species name is, let's see, what is this? Gavialis gangeriticus. No, I added a syllable or two. Gangeticus. I don't know what I did. Maybe I added a letter. Gavialis gangeticus. That is of the family Gavialidae. So it's a crocodilian. Well, I got to look this up, but I'm also going to post a picture of this gharial, Gharial. And let's look at what. Ooh, yeah, you don't want to be messed up by this guy. This guy right here. He's got. Ooh, I mean, what did it say? Long snouted. Yeah, their snout is long and skinny. That's the thing. It's so skinny. We think of alligators and crocodiles, and they have much a wider snout that sort of just gradually comes to a taper, gradually tapers. But this one really gets skinny fast, and ooh, those teeth are not something that you want to be in the middle of. So, and here's one chilling with a bird on its nose. Nope, that's not a bird. I think that's just its nose. That he's got a bulbous nose. And his mouth is closed, and the teeth are all sitting there on the outside. They probably stab themselves a lot with their teeth. Same with like dogs and cats and stuff, I think. Okay, yeah, we got to look at one of these on the social media. The gharial, so it's from India. This word is from the Hindi and Urdu word gharial, spelled a couple ways. Ultimately from the Sanskrit word gantika, which just means crocodilian. So it's like it's kind of like a crocodile. It's a crocodilian. It's a gharial. We don't talk about gharials enough, I think. We talk about alligators and crocodiles, but not enough gharials. Ooh. Next is Gary. Hey, Gary, or Gary. Gharry. It is a noun from 1810. It is a horse-drawn cab used especially in India and Egypt. And well, let's just find out. Are they still using these? Let's just look up Gary. And well, let's look up some images. Maybe we'll see some old images. Maybe we'll see some new images. Definitely old images. We got some black and white photos. We got some. This one's in a museum. We got some drawings of these things. Ooh, this one looks very fancy. The carriage is a sphere. They're very, very fancy and ornamented. But are they still in, let's see, where in India and Egypt? Those were the places. Let's just look that up. But we got to go to all. We can't be on. And it thinks I wanted to write Harry, like Harry Potter, but that's not what I wanted. Gharries, or traditional four-wheeled horse-drawn carriages, are used for transport. They were introduced to India during the British era around 1845 and were common in cities like Bombay and Calcutta. While primarily a historical 19th century and early 20th century mode of transport, these carriages are no longer in common public use today, having been replaced by modern vehicles. Yep, that makes perfect sense. Why would you be using these horse-drawn carriages in general? Maybe some places. A gharry. Okay, moving on to ghast. Ghast. Adjective from 1622. It is archaic, and the synonym is ghastly, which is our last word. Ooh. Next is ghastful. Adjective from the 14th century. It's also archaic, and the synonym is frightful. Ghastfully is an adverb, and it is also archaic. So, ghastful. Oh, I'm feeling so ghastful when you went woo, because you are ghastly. That's our last word. Adjective from the 14th century. Number 1A. Terrifyingly horrible to the senses. The synonym is frightening, as in a ghastly crime. Oh, my stars! My stars, that crime was terrifyingly horrible to my senses, to my sense of smell. It is horrible. 1B. Intensely unpleasant, disagreeable, or objectionable, as in, such a life seems ghastly in its emptiness and sterility. That is a quote from Aldous Huxley. Aldous Huxley was talking about a life that is just so intensely unpleasant, disagreeable, and objectionable because it's empty and sterile. Yeah, that would be kind of a sucky life, a ghastly life. Number 2, resembling a ghost. That makes sense. We got the G, the GH, and then a vowel, and then the ST. We got the GH vowel and the ST. We're going to have the word ghost in the next episode. And then we got number 3, which is obsolete. It means filled with fear. Frightful, fright, scary, filled with fear. I'm feeling ghastly when you showed me the scary movie. There is a new scary movie coming out. The spoof, the horror genre spoof series. They got a new one coming out. I just saw that trailer yesterday. Number 4, very great, as in a ghastly mistake. Oh, you made a mistake when you tried to add 2 and 2 together, and you said it was 3. You made a ghastly mistake. Ghastliness is a noun, and ghastly is an adverb. But hey, we have some synonym information for this word. Ghastly, grisly, gruesome, macabre, and lurid, they all mean horrifying and repellent in appearance or aspect. Ghastly suggests the terrifying aspects of corpses and ghosts, as in a ghastly accident. So yeah, corpses and ghosts. A ghastly accident would be one where maybe somebody got their head chopped off and then they died. Grisly and gruesome suggest additionally the results of extreme violence or cruelty, as in an unusually grisly murder, also suffered a gruesome death. Macabre implies a morbid preoccupation with the physical aspects of death, as in a macabre tale of premature burial. A preoccupation with the physical aspects of death. I probably am a little macabre. I do find it sort of fascinating. And then we have lurid. Lurid adds to gruesome the suggestion of shuddering fascination with violent death and especially with murder, as in the lurid details of a crime. All right, that was all of the stuff. I hope that you came out of this learning something new. I know for me, I learned about, Gary's and Gariel and Geyserite. I didn't know about that one. Maybe I should just read the words. And of course, Yuga. I learned about that. So today we had get up, get up, get up and go, Geum, G-E-V, Gugog, G-Gog, Giga, Gewürztraminer, Gewürztraminer, Gay, Geyser, Geyserite, G-Factor, G-Force, G-H, Gariel, Gary, I guess it would be, how do you, Gariel? Gariel? That's not Gariel. Gastful, and ghastly. There are some good words in here. I did want to call out, there is a very silly song from 1960. It's a very silly Halloween song. It starts off with, "You're horrid, you're ghastly, and I love you true. So here are some presents I'm sending to you." I love this so silly song. But do I want to pick ghastly as the word of the episode? Or do I want to pick one of these other ones? What are the other ones that I'm going to pick? I don't know. Let's just pick ghastly as the word of the episode. And I already did the spoken intro to that song. You're horrid, you're ghastly, and I love you true. Here, let me tell you about some of the things that I'm sending to you because you are so ghastly. I'll send a small box of smallpox, a large tub of hubbub, your own noose for home use, a crate full of hateful, 'cause you're the coolest little monster that ever put the spook on me. Ghastly. All right. That was not quite a normal song, but that's okay. All right. Now, gotta move on to movie time. I did not bring up my list, so I'm going to do that as fast as I possibly can. Let's see. Where did we leave off? I don't think I mentioned these, so let's do that. Best in Show. We watched that because of Catherine O'Hara. I think this was right when she passed away. And that sucked, and that was sad. And just last night, actually, when I'm recording this, there was the Actor Awards, and she actually won for her role in The Studio. And Seth Rogen got up and spoke a little bit about her for her, and that was the most big recent thing that she did. But Best in Show, if you want to do some laughing, that's a funny one. And there are also dogs. If you want to look at dogs, it's got dogs. That's worth it right there. And also Catherine O'Hara. And everybody else in it. Then we watched Marty Supreme. And it's very good. It's very quick and anxiety-ridden. Maybe it's a little ghastly in that way. And, you're not meant to love the character, but I have a hard time just with the character in general. And of course, Timothy and everybody did a great job. But I'm like, I just don't like that guy. He's so supreme. But yeah, I mean, it's a good movie. So watch it if you haven't watched it. So anything else I got to tell you about? I did the ghastly thing. I talked about geysers, and I guess that's it. All right. Well, let's finish the episode then. This has been Spencer dispensing information. Goodbye.